Bidding wars have become very common in this current real estate climate. If you find yourself in a bidding war, the listing agent will call for your best and final offer. This will be your one and only shot, so you will want to give it your all. As a result, it is important to be aware of what your options are so that you can position yourself accordingly. Your offer will consist of multiple parts: your offer price and your offering terms. Let's dissect these so that you can really get a good picture of what to expect, and thus you can act accordingly based on your needs. When it comes to the price, if the seller allows this, you will have the option to use an escalation clause. An escalation clause is critical if it is allowed, because it will literally escalate your offer to the top of all other offers, but only have you pay up to a certain amount based on the other offers on the table. If you opt to include an escalation clause, it will include how much over the top offer you are willing to pay and for how much. For example, let's say the home is listed at $400,000. You can offer the list price of $400,000 with an escalation clause up to $450,000 in increments of $1,100. This is why I love escalation clauses. If there are multiple offers and they are all up to $415,000, your escalation clause will escalate you to $415 plus $1,100 equaling $416,100. This will escalate you to the top of the offers without making you pay the $450,000 that you may have previously already been willing to pay, but you don't have to. Now, the trick with escalation clauses is if your escalation clause is employed, a listing agent is required by law to show you the other offers on the table, specifically the one that ultimately escalated your offer to that price. So you will know that you are ultimately paying as much as you needed to in order to win the bidding war. However, it is not just the price that's important to sellers in a bidding war. The terms are often just as important, if not more important at times. When I mention terms, this is a broad topic that includes a lot of specifics. Now, number one is your type of financing. In other words, are you planning to secure a conventional mortgage, an FHA mortgage, a VA mortgage, or are you planning on paying cash? Obviously, cash is king, but if you are planning to secure a mortgage, a conventional loan has fewer hoops for a seller to jump through than an FHA or VA loan. Number two, if you are securing a loan, what is your loan to value ratio? In other words, how much are you putting down for your down payment? The more money you put down, the stronger your offer is to a potential seller. And to that end, the more you put down in your escrow money deposit, the stronger your offer is to the seller. Term number three, what is your timing? Can you close in 30 days or do you need an extended time frame? Depending upon the seller's needs, they may want to close right away or they might need some time to move out. Term number four, what are your contingencies? Are you willing to waive your rights to the appraisal, ensuring that the seller gets their price regardless? If not, ask me for my little secret for a workaround to still make your offer more desirable to the seller. Are you willing to waive your rights to repair requests when it comes to inspection? For the record, I do not advise this unless the property is being sold as is. But some people do this, so it is important for you to be aware of what you might be up against. When it comes to possible contingencies, there are 4 common ones, so be sure to watch my separate video on contingencies so you know what to be aware of. Keep in mind, sellers are sizing up all offers to see which will yield them the most money in the shortest amount of time, with as little hassle as possible. So when crafting your offer, make sure that you consider the seller's needs. At the end of the day, you may not win the bidding war, but as long as you feel like you gave it your all, you will be able to move on to the next property without any residual worry that you should have or could have offered differently. I can't tell you how many times I get calls, oh, I wanted to actually offer this. This is your shot, so give it your all. Think about how you will feel if you lose the property and make sure you craft your offer accordingly. Keep in mind, it will help you to determine how aggressive you want to be with your price, knowing how you'll feel if you lost the property. At this point, your head might be spinning from all of these terms, so don't worry. I will walk you through all of these options as well as some of my secret different ideas in order to win the bidding war. I will make various recommendations based on the seller's needs and the situation. I'll call the listing agent to find out exactly what is most important to the seller, and we will go over it together when we make an offer in order to win you that bid in the bidding war.